hard, but it don't give back. What's left to lose? What's left to prove? Hands in my pockets, nothing to move. Super Dave, running far, yeah, we're alive. Groove and move and let it ride. It's all good, it's all fire. Love burns hotter than the wire. Love burns hotter than the wire. Neon flickers on a sleepless street.
For real.
Broken bottles where the lost souls meet.
Can you hear me?
Don't talk too loud. Don't dream too high. The moon's just a whisper in a blood red.
Thank you very much.
Super Dave, running far, yeah, we're alive. Groove and let it ride. It's all good, it's all fine. Love burns hotter than the wire. Love burns hotter than the wire.
Thank you. Hello.
Out past the edge where the stars don't shine. Lost in the rhythm of the ticking time. Super Dave in the dark, in the light. Chasing love, chasing life, chasing the fire. Super Dave, going far, yeah, we're alive.
Moving and right. All right.
It's all good,
It's so fine.
love burns hotter than the wire.
Right, y'all. Good afternoon.
Burns hotter than the wire.
Good afternoon. Can y'all hear me? Let me move something over here. Sorry about that, y'all. Gotta get started. Hopefully y'all can hear me and hear me well. Yeah, man. What's going on? Let me put my tea over here. For real, y'all. Hopefully y'all could hear that music. Who's in the house already, y'all? I'm not keeping up with the chat. I'm sorry. I just got here. For real. Thank you, Suspicious Skies. I appreciate that. Matt Davis. Hello, Rebecca Lynn. Can y'all hear me? I turned the volume down again. I keep fumbling with this microphone, y'all. Blessings, blessings. Thank you. Curious Georgia, for real. For real, y'all. Hey, everybody got to have a slogan, y'all, and that's mine. Hello, Darren Ortiz. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you very much. What's going on, y'all? It's like, man, something's going on. Hello to Roxy Files. How are you doing, ma'am? I think I missed you the other night. I'm sorry. Sometimes I go to bed early, and I can't help it. I get wore out too, y'all. To those who listen, hello. You've been reading the Bible, man. What's going on? Hello, everyone, and God bless. Thank y'all. 5x5, Tina Brayron. Hello, Tina. Hey, Dave. Big blessings. Thank you. Thank you. Big blessings to you. I got to catch up here in a minute, y'all. Ryan S. How you doing? What's going on, man? Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hopefully y'all could hear that music coming in. I'm making changes all around, y'all. I'm like, I got to replace this very soon coming. Music, new music going to be added to the channel a little bit here and there. It's going to be an exciting year of 2026, y'all. For real. Hello, Daryl Calhoun. How you doing? 4 chapters a day to those who are listening. Been reading the Bible, y'all. For real. Hey, we live in the last days, right? Trump came out a while ago. What did Trump say? Yeah. Trump tells Iranian protesters to keep on protesting, that help is on the way. Did y'all know Iranians are protesting for their freedom? They're going to get freedom while we're going to get AI. For real. For real, y'all.
She's with me to talk about the potential American response to those events in Iran, Ketavan. And we are expecting today the US president to receive a formal briefing from his top national security team on his options for Iran. I mentioned earlier that post on Truth Social where he said help is on its way to the Iranian people. He also said meetings with Iranian officials have now been cancelled. What do you make of all of this?
Do y'all think there's going to be a war with Iran coming? Is Trump going to pluck him out like he did Maduro? Yeah, pluck him out. Something's going on, y'all. Telling the people, there's like 12 to 20,000 people, I believe now. Look, I'm not trying to give misinformation. It's what I've heard out here online. All them type of people, 12 to 20,000 has been killed in Iran for protesting. It's crazy, y'all. What a world we live in. Yeah, let me turn this volume down over here. It's like, man, protest for your rights in Iran. Hello, Mike Smith. How you doing? Good afternoon. Good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate 4 chapters per day since November 2024. I just got in, y'all. And I got to drink some tea. Sweet tea is for me. Do y'all like sweet tea? For real. Tina Brand, hello, yay. There's huge changes we're going to be forced to do. Look, forced to do. Don't we have God-given rights? How are they going to force us against our God-given rights? They may try to force us to do that. As Americans, we are free people. We're used to being free. How are they going to force us to do anything? For real. I'm serious, y'all. They're saying also, I've heard on the interwebs through the grapevine, y'all. Yeah, when it comes to this these letters going out to the post office and all that, to these federal workers, you know, maybe this is connected to new lockdowns coming this year. Does anybody think so? Are they going to force us to lock down, you know? I might stay in the house a little while, y'all. Would they do that, you know? Possible lockdowns are coming, yes. I sure hope not, y'all. I got to take this crap down, y'all. I'm sick of it. Something's got to give. Yeah, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. John P., what's going on? I love you, John P. No hard feelings, brother. Me and John P.'s had this big, long talk, y'all. I am not conceited. And he knows that, you know. It's crazy, y'all. I think it will be to civil unrest. We got to have civil rest, y'all. For real. Hey, you too, Super Dave. Yeah, John P., I love you, man. We are not conceited. Hey, you're a good, humble guy, man. Appreciate it. Yes, take care of them children, man. It's very rewarding. You know what I mean? Yeah, I sure hope not, y'all. I sure hope not. War with Iran. We heard a prediction the other day. I played a video. If you was here, I don't have that video. Once I exit out of them videos, they're kind of gone, you know. That was talking about the U.S. and Iran will decimate pretty much each other, you know. And I've talked to a couple people. They're like, well, how would Iran be able to decimate the U.S.? Through Russia and China? There's all kind of different ways, y'all. I mean, don't think it can't happen, you know. Anything can happen. Hello, Logic for Authority. How you doing? Good afternoon. I didn't try to steal your time. It's 3:06 p.m., 3:07. It just went to 3:07. I saw you wasn't going live, so I took the advantage, y'all. Good to see you. Thank you. If y'all not subscribed to Logic Before Authority, do that, y'all. Come over when he's doing some live streams. Do that. Because I'm in his chat, me and Mike Smith. Over here, he's Mike Smith, but over there, he is Super Mike. For real, y'all. Join up. Really. Yeah, Daniel's been kind of shouting my channel out, y'all. I got to return the favor, you know. And I like to see channels grow, and I know he's grown over the years. So if you've not been over there, go on over there when you get the opportunity in a live stream, especially. Over the years, Daniel has put out great information. I was like, man, I was hooked. I really was, Daniel. I was hooked to a lot of your premieres in the past. Just saying, y'all. But anyway, click that link, y'all, and join up. Because truth is truth. And we need to know the truth about a lot of things that's happening. You know? Where do I start today? Hello, Tonette. Good afternoon to you. And thank you for that thumbs up. Thank you very much. I'm not conceited. We just have one or two people that say that. Forget about it, John P. Forget about it, man. Forget about it. For real. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. Yes, truth will set us free. The more you seek truth, the more you'll find truth. You know, I run into dead ends and everything too, y'all. I go down these rabbit holes. Sometimes they don't go that deep, and sometimes they go so deep I can't go. You know what I mean? I kind of stop halfway a lot of times. So I just briefly put a lot of things out there. I understand that, y'all. But you get the gist of it all, you know? Hello to Michigander. Good to see you. Thank you. I've been on the Michigander channel before, y'all. Hello, Joy. Joy Calhoun. We got the Joy in the house. We got the Joy in the house. For real, y'all. I don't know why I went live, y'all. For real. But I do have a few things here I'm going to go over here in a little while. Yeah, the Watchman. Good to see you, the Watchman. I'm like, man, I miss everybody, y'all. You know what I mean? But if you didn't hear at the beginning, as I started saying, Trump has put a statement out there for Iran to continue protest that help was on the way. Should soldiers be on the ground over there, y'all? I mean, really, should we help set this country free of Iran? These, you know, Ahmadinejad, I remember in the past, he believed that the 12th Imam, and we even talked about that last year, you know, this guy came out, he claiming he was the 12th Imam that come out of this well, you know, and it would set precedent to the apocalypse in the final days or something like that, y'all. That the 12th Imam was here on earth, you know, and that's how the Iranian believes. If we could help set them free, y'all, we could control a little bit of this Islamic stuff going on, you know. So hopefully, I know everybody ain't gonna think like me, y'all. Hello, Brian Murray. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Hey, that was a pretty good live stream earlier. It sure was. Well, I known as Big Brown Beaver. Come on, the Michigander. Come on now. For real. 10 to 20,000 dead already. That's what they're telling us. How do we know? I mean, we have to question these things, y'all. Just like these wars in Ukraine, everything, we have to question everything. How do we even know Maduro is even here in the United States? I mean, what's wrong with putting the question out there, you know? We have to question everything. Hello, Carol. Good to see you. Somebody has to look. We're gonna have to get new live streamers, y'all, to bring this community completely together. You know, there's more people that's yearning for another live stream. Like, where do I find Daryl Calhoun and the Watchman and everybody at this time? You know, we need to appoint somebody else for when Super Dave's not live, y'all, and Logic Before Authority. You know, and different channels like John P. Let's start recruiting people, y'all, because we can't fill in all of the time, you know. It's crazy, y'all. I'd love to be here all day, for real, but it's just not possible, you know. Maduro is at Disney World. He probably is, yeah. He probably is just living it up, y'all. There's a song about that, you know. Joey Calhoun, yeah, it's good to see you, ma'am. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have your strength and everything, y'all. But anyway, I thought I'd put that out there. Hopefully, there's not 12 to 20,000 people dead. They'll tell us anything. I mean, how do we really? What are they doing with these dead people? You know, you have a mass killing like that. They say what? They tie these people's hands up and throw them off of buildings and stuff. These regimes over there, like in Iran, they say a lot of things, and if they really do that, that's cruelty, you know. They said Saddam Hussein did stuff like that, you know. Saddam Hussein could be Maduro. That's why I mentioned his name, y'all. For real. Ain't it crazy? Thank you. I am making a comeback. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord, y'all. Hello, Naz Lover. I shared you out. Thank you. What a wonderful community, y'all. What a wonderful community. I am touched, Nez Lover. Thank you. I'm adjusting the mic. Hopefully, there's no sound in the background. I know there was a little scratching. I listened to a live stream the other day, wondering how this mic is doing, and I heard a little scratching. If you hear any scratching, let me know, because really, there's nothing I can do about it right now while I'm live. But anyway, yeah, it makes me wonder. It really does, y'all. All the things that they tell us. And it's going to bring me to something else here in a minute. Watch Woman of the Dragon. Hello, ma'am. Has it been cold in your neighborhood? Last night got cold, y'all. It's like 55 degrees now. I couldn't ride my electric bike this morning. It was 44 degrees. It was cold. At the same time, the other day that I was able to ride it when it was 60 degrees. If that makes any sense, y'all. I like reading the chat a little bit. Didn't believe anything you see or hear, only believe in Jesus. Jesus loves me, and he loves you too. Hello, Strawberry Skies Forever. Hello, Dave. Just stopping in to say much love and strength to you and all. That means everybody in here, y'all. Thank you very much, Strawberry Skies Forever. I won't sing today. I know that disappoints everybody. Hello, little bit me. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you. Y'all please hit that thumbs up. Have you all? I mean, really, I question everything, y'all. Let me get started. I don't even know where I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna start somewhere. I have to. Have you ever Googled anything? So yeah, Super Dave, I've Googled stuff. And I saw this on another channel. I won't shout the channel name out because I'm not sure if they even like me. But it's simple. All you got to do is Google Bible cosmology. Please do not misconstrue this as me saying one way or the other. Please don't do that, y'all. Do it now. Do it, and do it again. Yes. If you Google Rooster Cogburn, hello, good afternoon. Be civil and respectful. That's impossible. I just did click on that right before the live stream for the first time in my YouTube life. Okay. Yeah, when you come in the chat, please be civil and respectful, y'all. I used to go door to door. But if Bible cosmology, if you know the Bible is true, hopefully you do. It doesn't have a globe here. It has all pictures of the flat earth. I mean, I just wanted to mention this. I'm coming this way. I'm starting to lean this way. After all this time, I've watched videos over the years of lasers, the cameras zooming out 7, 8 miles, you name it, whatever it is. The cosmology. I mean, it's very simple. It just brings you to the earth in what would be the shape of the earth. I wasn't easy to be convinced of this, but over time, as I realized NASA's been lying to us for how many years? As I realized we hadn't went to the moon, we'll never go to Mars. As I realized, the cosmology,
Power off.
Bible cosmology, is the Earth flat? Google knows. Google knows the truth. Why do they put all these pictures out here with the images of the Bible cosmology? Even you would think maybe this is a globe over here. It's not. That's the flat earth with a dome. You know, you can see it inside this. I'm just telling y'all what I'm finding here online, that it seems that Google knows. Maybe they're trying to show us without really telling the truth, you know? And as y'all know, I mean, you've looked over the years at pictures like this, the earth, that like we would be within a firmament, the waters above, the waters below, the earth. And I believe there's an ice wall. I believe that. And I believe the infinite, that the earth goes infinitely so far that we can't measure it. I believe that for years. Just saying, y'all, you know? And I'll end that now in case anybody's confused, because that's the last thing I want to do is confuse anybody. Good afternoon. Good to see you, Hopperson. Much love to you. Thank you for coming in. What do you believe about the flat earth? Is it flat or is it round, y'all? I'm not here to argue with anybody. I don't look up Bible cosmology, and Google brings out pictures of the flat earth. Isn't that amazing? It's like Google even knows, y'all. But I never said I am convinced 100%. Okay, it's going to take a couple more years. It's taken me a long time to get this far, y'all. For real. Finally went down in California, stoked. For real, Rooster Cogburn, good to see you, man. Long time, brother. Thank you. Other planets are flat too. Then other planets are flat too. I don't know. We're going to have to go there one day and see, you know. It's crazy, y'all. It's nothing wrong with praying and asking the good Lord and searching like Bible cosmology, searching flat earth, searching for evidence that would lead you and bring you into your heart and your mind to agree with one another with what you want to believe. If you know NASA's been lying to us for many years about things, and you know that the marble is just a painting or a drawing or CGI, then you know that everything they're presenting to us is not true. We're locked into this realm of everything is a lie. Everything. The leaders are a lie. Everything is a lie. I mean, the movies, the news, everything is a lie. So maybe we have to consider the marble could be a lie. And nobody's here to get on to you, disagree with you. That's what we're here about, y'all. Conversation, dialogue, you know. Everyone's opinion, as long as we keep it civil and respectful, everyone's opinion is always appreciated, y'all. We were indoctrinated. Yes, we were. We were brainwashed. For real, y'all. I've been telling y'all that the whole time. I'm like, man, Super Dave's been brainwashed. So y'all ought to be clapping right now that I even showed you that. And even considering, you know, like the new wave, y'all. Let me drink some tea, y'all. It's the new world, man. For real. Hello, CSE drivers. Definitely brainwashed, Strawberry. Definitely brainwashed. Thank you all for coming. Yes, thank you. Y'all make me laugh, y'all. For real. Some of us are making it out of it. Some of us will make it out. Whether there's a rapture, y'all. I mean, and I don't want to get caught up in that. If it is really a rapture, I can believe it. Just saying, whenever it happens, I'll know that's the rapture, you know? I never said there wasn't a rapture. I question it, you know? There's nothing wrong with questioning even the very existence of our own God and Creator. I don't question him. I question if he's really a God and a creator. As a human being, I think I have a right to do that. I go to the top, you know, and I don't get offended because I know when I question if there's really a God, I know that the answers always come to me and he shows me that, yes, I am here. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Okay? Agree to disagree or agree however you want to, y'all. It's my channel, y'all. And if I worded something wrong, I'm sorry. Please do not misconstrue anything. Right, because misinformation, like, man, they're going to make laws against that and they're going to take our First Amendment away, you know? I don't think they should have a right to take us questioning in our consideration, you know, our thoughts on things, you know, and construe it as misinformation. Just saying. Yeah, who wants to fight? I don't want to fight nobody. There's a ton of very loud planes flying over my head today. Not all right, y'all. Where do we start today? Yeah. I was like, man, you remember we talked back in 2025, and I saw Richie earlier in his video bringing this up. So I'm like, the government obviously must have taken it down. These radar. So yeah, let me show this real quick. You know how the Doppler used to bloom and be like big circles and all that? I've not seen it either in several weeks, at least since the new year. Just saying, where's all the frequencies, Even though you can see the blue saturation, if I can get it right, y'all. This thing got a mind of its own. You can see the blue saturation of, is it frequencies? I used to kind of know it was around these storms, and they're using beams, but the Doppler itself, where there was blooming in Atlanta, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, every state on the East Coast and all that. And they'd get worse in the evening. Just saying, they must have taken them radar down. Must have. So yeah, they must have, y'all. Let me take that down real quick. Because yeah, I got a lot of questions, y'all. Joey Calhoun, if you don't lean to think for yourself, someone would tell you what to think. Well, you know what? People used to tell me when I was a child what to think, what to do, how to think, where to go, who to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, and yes, sir, and no, sir, too. And as I was growing up, I'm sorry that I'm giving y'all this life lesson that I lived by. With Super Dave, you need to do this, and at 14 and at 15 and at 16. With Super Dave, you need to do this and you need to do that. And as time went on, as I got like 17 and 18, and Super Dave, you need to do this and you need to do that. I learned a little bit to think for myself. I may not have climbed the ladder of careers and everything, because Super Dave, you need to do this. And it got old. Super Dave, you need to do that. I began thinking for myself. I'm here striving, still talking about it. Made a living, able to do for myself and a family and so forth. I didn't always listen and learned to think for myself. Joey Calhoun, thank you. Because I can't give that advice to everybody. It's all up to you, how you want to live your life, So whether if they make us do something against our will or not, like lockdowns coming or anything else, whether if they make us get a digital ID or not, we have to think for ourselves, y'all. Absolutely. And I believe that. Hello, Cairo. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you. Keyword, thinking for yourself. For real. I believe that. Don't let everybody else think for me. That's for sure, y'all. Like NASA, my preacher used to preach on planets and show these little tiny planets. And he got on the screen and he showed these big giant planets following up from the tiny planets. And these humongous planets that would be big as our galaxy, let's say. I'm like, man, I know God is big and I know he could do all that. But I questioned it, in my mind. I didn't let him know. Later on, I asked him if he thought maybe the earth was flat. He didn't give me a definitive answer or anything like that. You got to think for yourself, you know? Absolutely, y'all. Hello, Kimberly Hollingsworth. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you. What a great crowd. Dr. Evels, good to see you, sir. Thank you very much. What is going on, y'all? I know y'all don't like to hear all about this and all about that. Do y'all know the truth? You can sit here and listen to me, or you can listen to somebody else tell you what they think the truth is, you know? You might be surprised. Just saying, y'all. Yeah. You might just would be a little bit surprised, because this kind of relates to the whole situation that kind of like what we live in, these days and times and all this stuff, you know. And you think, you know, is it about the yellow brick road?
The Wizard of Oz, what it really means. This appears to be a message to expose the banking cartel in America, and to let the people know that they have the power to liquidate them, and get back to Kansas, the real land and republic. The Wizard of Oz, written by L. Frank Baum, is not just a mere story. What is Oz a symbol for? Ounces. What is measured in ounces? Gold. What is the yellow brick road? Bricks or ingot bars of gold. The character known as the straw man represents that fictitious, all caps, legal fiction, a person the federal US government created with the same spelling as your birth name. Remember what the straw man wanted from the Wizard of Oz? A brain? No juristic person, legal fiction, paper corporation has a brain because he or she has no breath of life. What did the straw man get in place of a brain? A certificate, a birth certificate for a new legal creation. He was proud of his new legal status, and all the other legalisms he was granted. Now he becomes the epitome of the brainless sack of straw who was given a certificate in place of a grain of common sense. Now, what about the Tin Man? Does taxpayer identification number, TIN, bring anything to mind? The poor Tin Man just stood there, mindlessly doing his work until his body literally seized up and stopped functioning. He worked himself to death because he had no heart or soul.
If you listen to this, it's just 6 minutes, y'all. You will be able to relate and understand that this Wizard of Oz, and you already know, some of you already know, there's a hidden meaning behind all of it.
He's the heartless and emotionless creature, robotically carrying out his daily task as though he were already dead. He's the ox pulling the plow and the mule toiling under the yoke. These days, his taskmasters just oil him nightly with beer, and place him in front of a hypnotic television, until his very existence no longer has any meaning or value. His masters keep him cold on the outside, and heartless on the inside, in order to control any emotion or feeling that might arise. The Cowardly Lion was always too frightened to stand up for himself. Of course, he was a bully and a big mouth when it came to picking on those smaller than him. Have you ever noticed how bullies are really the biggest cowards? They act as though they have great courage but, in reality, have none at all. They roar, but with no teeth of authority to back them up. When push came to shove, the Cowardly Lion always buckled, and whimpered when anyone of any size or stature challenged him. He wanted courage from the Grand Wizard, so he was awarded a medal of official recognition. Now, although remaining a coward, his official status allowed him to be a bully, but with officially recognized authority, and not at all unlike the attorneys, who hide behind the courts. What about the trip through the field of poppies? Did you notice how this had no narcotic effect on the straw man who had no brain, or the Tin Man with no heart or soul? They weren't real people, so drugs could not influence them. The Wizard of Oz was written at the turn of the century, so how could the author have known America was going to be drugged? The Crown has been playing the drug cartel game for centuries. Just look up the history of Hong Kong and the Opium Wars. The Crown already had valuable experience conquering all of China with drugs, so why not the rest of the world? What was the Emerald City? The Federal Reserve System. Who finally exposed Wizard for what he really was. Toto, the cute and somewhat annoying little dog. Toto means in total, or altogether in Latin. What was it that the witch wanted after she alleged that the little dog had bitten her? Toto. Or everything. Notice how Toto was not scared of the great wizard's theatrics, yet he was so small in size, compared to the wizard, that no one seemed to notice him. The smoke, flames and holographic images of Oz were designed to frighten people into doing as the great wizard commanded. But Toto simply padded over, started barking until others paid attention to him and came to see what the barking was about. Who was behind the curtain? Just an ordinary person controlling the levers that created the illusion of the great wizard's power and authority. When Toto pulled back the curtain and completely exposed him, the charade was at an end. The veil hiding the corporate legal fiction and its false courts was removed. The wizard's game was up, and what was he after all? A con man, a fraud. We can see, in this tale, just how loud the bark from a little dog can be. Most of us remain silent and wait to be given whatever food and recognition, if any, by our legal masters. Let us not forget those flying monkeys, what perfect mythical creatures to represent the Bar Association attorneys, who attack and control the little people for the great crown wizard, the powerful and grand bankers of Oz. How, finally, was the evil witch destroyed? Pure, clean water? Liquidation. How did Dorothy finally get home? She simply clicked her heels. She always had the power, and so do we.
We always had the power, and so do we. She always had the power, and so do we. This story was about how we can break free from the system. Just saying, y'all. Hello, Wayne the Pain.
What would it take to expose the wizard for what he is? We each need only a brain, a heart and soul, and courage. Then, and perhaps of the greatest importance, we need to learn how to work together. Only by working together, can we have the freedom that was given to us all, under the law of God.
Under the law of God, we know we have God-given rights. The control. If you don't have a brain, you're not going to be able to figure all this out. If you don't have courage, you're not going to be able to stand to the last days. You know what I'm saying, y'all? If you don't have a heart, all of this, you know, the gold bricks resembled all the control that they had, you know, the Federal Reserve, all of it. We, like in the ant story, you know, it tried to tell us that we outnumbered them and all this. You know, I'm not trying to put fury or anything out there like that. All I'm trying to say by presenting and showing that video, that we all together working as one, because there's so much diversity going on, be it left and right, you know, whatever, y'all. Islam and Christianity and Catholicism and Methodist and Lutheran. We don't believe this way. You don't believe that way, whatever, you know. Was it a tree? Was it a cross? The Bible says it was a tree, you know. All these things, y'all. It doesn't matter about a lot of them. What matters is we be unified and stand against, you know, the digital ID, stand against control, the new lockdowns or whatever else, y'all. I can't explain it exactly. If you listen to the video, you see it, maybe it'll open your eyes. Just saying, y'all. I mean, really. Did somebody else come in? Because, yeah, hello, Carlos. Good to see you, man. Much support. Thank you, and I appreciate the support, man. I don't treat invaders nice at all. Invaders don't get treated nice at all, right? I believe the same way, Rooster Cogburn. I believe the same way that if you're illegal, you're an invader, you know? You have people in New York by the thousands. 5 o'clock a.m., they're playing the Muslim prayer, y'all. In New York, there's a Islamic mayor. I mean, really. They're invaders. A clash of cultures, you know. This is the land of the free and the opportunity of what we want to believe under this Constitution, okay? Just saying, you know, I mean, really, even though it might, I can't give misinformation out, y'all. I do the best I can to. Invaders are invaders, and I get it. And I believe the same way. I'm sorry, but I believe if you don't believe that way, nobody's trying to scare you or run you off. I mean, all people should be free. But if you're from a land that is for you and dedicated to you, and that's where you're a Muslim and you have these mosques and that's where you want to practice your belief, we should leave you alone under your God-given rights. Stay over there, you know, for real, y'all. You get the point, y'all. And these elite are, yeah, they are. These elites. They call themselves elite, but they really like dirt, you know. For real. Elite people shouldn't, you know, do a lot of things that they're doing. Are they people? Really? Are they people? Did y'all see this? I just hope y'all got the gist of the story. Be free. And we are sky watchers and everything, y'all. The sky over Birmingham just turned bright pink and everyone freaked out. People in Birmingham were stunned when the sky suddenly lit up in a neon pink glow as Storm Goretti rolled through. What does it say to UK?
Wow. The whole sky's glowing.
Birmingham,
pink.
UK?
Never seen it like this.
Yeah.
It's quiet. There's snow and light. Feels unreal. Beautiful night.
Just showing y'all that.
Little
Do y'all think that's part of their plan? Just saying, you know, there's spraying stuff. There's another story I've been meaning to show y'all about fentanyl. I wanted to talk about this week. I'm going to go ahead and say it while I can say it. While we have 37 people in the chat, thank you. We have been giving a warning here in the United States, and they buried the story. I can't really find the information a lot about it. But I'm going to show some videos about it this week still. Fentanyl can be sprayed like chemtrails, you know? Just saying, y'all. And I showed y'all a few weeks ago where Israel is going to be introducing something new into the air in 2026. Fentanyl can be sprayed, and fentanyl, just a tiny dose, kills people, y'all. When I think of stuff like that, I think about the depopulation plan. I mean, really. But they're saying the warning was issued through the U.S. government, Department of Homeland Security. saying terrorists could do that, spray fentanyl. I'm not trying to put misinformation out there. I'm just trying to spread the truth, y'all. So if I get a knock at the door, I'll have to find it online, y'all. At least for the people knocking at the door, for real. I appreciate it, y'all. Yeah. Thank y'all. Dr. Eva, yeah, I'm busy making tacos. You know what? I'm having tacos tonight too, y'all. Today is Taco Tuesday. So you might want to have you some tacos tonight, y'all. For real. I'm glad you said that, Dr. Evels. I really am. I'm having tacos tonight. But what is the ground beef? Even Taco Bell won't tell the truth about their ground beef, y'all. You know there's something in the ground beef, right? It's like pink slime, y'all. I looked for this story online, at Department of Homeland Security, and I went to clicking, and I don't want them to see me. So I left it here in this video. I didn't really want to keep clicking over there at the Department of Homeland Security. But this guy here, he found it. And I know y'all brought it to my attention. And I saw something about it. Why are the U.S. recruiting small hats? Why are we recruiting Israelis? These ICE agents, they're saying some of them are. I won't say they are because I don't know. But the IDF in our government, listen to what this guy says. He found it.
Yep, it's true. ICE is recruiting ex-IDF soldiers out of Tel Aviv. There's the information. I got it directly from the government website. This is not a screenshot from a social media post. So it is true. It is true. We have Israelis telling us how we should live. That bothers me, and it should bother you as well. Oh, also, side note, Israel was nice enough to give the Department of Homeland Security software they can use to spy on us. So they can literally see everything that we say and do. They can literally see everything we do. They hear everything we say. That's where we're at. America first, my fucking left nut.
Oh, my God. Sorry, I didn't know that was in there. That's crazy, y'all. Be respectful and civil, y'all. Hello, Blind Straight. If they want us dead, they could kill us easily in the public water system. There's videos out there about that too. Even people saying these phones, when it comes to these cell phones, you remember these little thingies, these people they blew up on people, y'all. What are they? The little beepers that go off? Yeah. That Israel has the link to all of our phones here in America. I don't know how true that is. If they wanted us dead, they could explode all of our phones like a bomb because the battery is like a bomb. Just saying. I've heard that information. I don't know how true it is, but Israel, even, like with this Maduro in Venezuela, and all this AI is going to be, companies are going to be moving to Israel and things like that. I mean, that Israel will be the center of control. I hear a lot of things. So far as misinformation, I'm trying not to put it out there, but people are saying that they would be the headquarters of all the digital control and everything. Just saying, y'all. I mean, do not ever be afraid. Why are they putting IDF in our ICE? I don't know. I don't want to drink the tea, y'all. For real. Does it make any sense though? If they're bringing IDF and put him in our GOV or whatever, y'all, in our agents and things like that, I mean, you have to ask yourself, like, why are they doing that? And the government's hiring these people, you know? Yeah. I hope not, y'all. That's not going to work out. I hope not. Don't keep your phones in your pocket. A lot of people put them at their heart, you know? A dangerous situation, y'all. Very dangerous. Them beepers, yeah. You know, them beepers, they exploded and they took out some people. They really did. They took out a lot of people. So hopefully these cell phones will not do the same thing. I'm almost done, y'all. I won't be much longer. We've been live a little bit. Yeah. Warning, the FDA has just reclassified meat as a biotech product. Buy your meat from your local farmers. Don't let the FDA get away with this. You know, a lot of meat is
The
lab
FDA
grown.
just reclassified meat as a
Yeah, a lot of meat now. Chicken is lab grown in a lot of places, y'all. Even Aldi's, I've been questioning their chicken. I'm like, man, this is not real chicken. Chicken. You know, they putting lab grown chicken in a Campbell's soup. They've admitted it. So yeah, this is what this eats the bugs, you know, all this is connected together, y'all. I even saw, you know, the other day where there was a listing of what bugs are in what foods, like macaroni and noodles and stuff, you know, certain type of bugs and everything, y'all. I knew it. I said it a few months ago that your macaroni and your noodles are not even real, for real. It's crazy, y'all. Meat is a biotech product. They've changed it. They have completely changed it. Listen.
The FDA just reclassified meat as a biotech product. Yeah. Your steak just got grouped with lab sludge and plant-based, and they didn't even tell you. They changed the definition of meat. Now, real beef from a cow, the kind that eats grass, breathes air, and walks on four legs, is in the same category as stuff grown in a stainless steel tank or mashed together from soy and chemicals. So when the label says meat, you won't know if it came from a pasture, a petri dish, or a marketing department. And the FDA says that's fine because it's all innovation. Translation, real food loses its name and corporations get a brand new market. They didn't redefine food to help farmers, they did it to erase them. Because if everything's meat, nothing is. And once you can't tell the difference, they own the word, the patent, and your dinner plate. Welcome to the future, where your burger was made in a lab and sold as beef.
How many burgers do they say McDonald's sells every day? Is it billions every day? Is it 186 million every day? Keeping up with the demand just for McDonald's. A lot of people do the math, and they say there's not even enough cows in America to feed McDonald's ground beef patties for one day. I don't know how true all that is. So we're all to know a lot of times we're not even eating meat, y'all. You got to be careful, y'all. And you know me, I wonder about the ground beef for real. What we're putting in our bodies, the food. I've talked about it, and I just said it today. Everything is a lie. We're living in a realm that I can't believe, y'all. It's just amazing. Thank God for life. But everything is so fake. You know, what we're consuming. And thank God I have real water coming out the ground. And it's not been tampered with. And I'm sure one day they want to take that away, you know. And if you're not yet using cayenne pepper at least a couple times a week, I'm telling you, my wife's heart is overwhelmingly, for now, they give her a 100% good report and everything. It's something we started a couple years ago, right after she had that heart surgery. I know it's given me strength. I'm not saying it's a miracle worker. I'm just saying it's a natural herb. And you're like, well, Super Dave, I eat you don't eat cayenne pepper. Sprinkle a little bit in your egg or your spaghetti or whatever it might be, at least 2 times a week, and come back and tell me the reports you get. For real, it even helps with certain types of parasites and things. There's this lady nurse out there, and she talks about the miracles of cayenne pepper. And it's true. It really is, y'all. So, yeah, what else do I have left for today? We've been live 1 hour. All right. Not much left. If this is a new story just come out recently, I don't know if y'all know, but ICE, and I'm not trying to put ICE down. I'm just saying, pay attention, obey, do what they say, whatever, you know. Keep your freedom. Don't do anything stupid. And this guy, he did not do anything stupid. It says ICE grabbed a 17-year-old Target worker at his job. Despite him saying he's a U.S. citizen, after confirming he was, they dumped him in a Walmart lot 8 miles away, or 8 minutes away. Bystanders found him sobbing, bleeding. They slammed me on the ground. This story just come out. I'm sure they make mistakes like anybody else would. But, you know, I'm not saying that maybe he should file a complaint, do whatever, take a police report. Like, what good is that going to do? But obviously they made this mistake. And I'm not trying to turn you all against ICE. You have your own opinions.
Hey, what you do? Hey! Fuck you! Hey! Fuck you!
You guys are all on video.
No, take my phone. Hey, you got my phone.
Where is the paperwork for that?
Where's the?
They do it on Target. They do it on Target.
Hey, go. Stand up.
Where are their stories?
Hey, don't work it.
Anybody else? One ask where the fuck the words are. You guys don't have the right. What's your name?
Jonathan Aguilar Garcia.
I'm literally a U.S. citizen. Give us a phone number.
U.S. citizen. Get the fuck out of here, Race.
Why are you kidnapping a citizen? Why are you? Why?
Sir, give us your phone number. We'll call your family. Give us your phone number.
At least wait, you want your family to know?
I literally have my passport.
This could be AI. I have no clue. People make videos, and the videos are overwhelming the internet right now. A lot of misinformation for real. I believe this to be true. I'm showing it. Mistakes do happen. Maybe they got a tip at this location or somebody. You know, people will call the police. They're calling for a day like that in America. That these foreigners, these immigrants are going to overload 911 and have them show up in all these different locations while there's real terroristic activity happening, you know, to divert the police. Let me finish playing this.
Let him get out his passport.
What's your name? We'll find your family. Christian, what's your last name?
What? Hey, get back there now. Give us what's the phone number we should call? That's my mom. That's your mom? We'll call you. And your first name's Christian, right? Christian Romano.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe some people, innocent people, do get arrested by mistake. We're almost done, y'all. Let me see if I got any more left. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank y'all for your support. I'm not asking for any financial support or anything. Rebecca Lynn, I think, run that link. I don't even know, but it's up to y'all. If you want to help the channel, do so. If you don't worry about it. What the heck is Stargate? This is going to be a big project when it comes to this AI and everything that they're building in Texas. They're building these things everywhere, even in South Carolina, a county over from me. They're starting a data center, a data center, however you want to say it. I appreciate the support, y'all. I'm fixing to go. So yeah, thank y'all so much. Stargate, the $500 billion project. A lot of people here in America need help, y'all. People are hurting. People are hurting. If y'all know Carlos here in the chat, he was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. If you can go to his channel and give $1, I mean, please do. He has a child that has epilepsy or something was going on, something like that. Please help the brother if you can, He needs us, at a time like this. Just saying, y'all. And just wasting and spending all this money, giving Ukraine billions of dollars. $500 million project. I mean, for the control of all of us, they're wasting. They're just wasting. America wastes his money so much. I worked for a man years ago, and on this base, he said when he served in the military that from year to year, they're allotted so much money. The defense is normally the Department of War now. Was getting $900 billion. Now their budget is going up to $1.5 trillion. And let me finish the story briefly. This man that served in the military was saying how they had to get rid of the old stuff, clothes and all, and they'd burn it out on the base so they could get the new stuff for the next year.
Just in case you missed it and you're not seeing what's going on in Texas, you're going to want to follow a man by the name of Shane Vibes over on Instagram. Check this out.
Did you hear what's being built in the U.S. right now?
Stargate. Put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure.
The data centers are actually under construction. The first of them are under construction in Texas, the Abilene location, which is our first location.
Abilene is a town on the western central plains of Texas. We kind of scratch and fight for everything good that comes our way.
I had people reaching out and they said, well, is the president going to come see you? And I said, well, he hasn't texted me yet. So.
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era.
Welcome to Abilene, Texas. This is the site of Project Stargate, a very mysterious, much talked about, much speculated about project that brings together OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle. If it all comes together, building after building on this red dirt behind me will be filled with chips that'll power the AI revolution.
What we're undergoing right now is sort of the largest infrastructure build in human history. It's going to create new ways of doing business. It's going to create new ways of invention, and it's going to really drive humanity forward.
So the food and water supply are tainted and poisoned. And instead of doing something about that, $500 billion, I'm pretty sure could even feed the world fully organically. we're doing AI stuff, and you don't think there's an agenda going on here? If you want to hear the other side of the story that goes a lot deeper than this, comment the word Rumble below and I'll send you a link to my live stream channel. It's free speech, free to download, and free to watch. Comment Rumble, check your DMs, make an account, follow me there, and turn on live notifications so you catch my uploads.
Why are they building all these data centers? You're right. Why? For the future. You know, the AI that they have is well beyond our years of even knowing any and all things about any of it. What we have is just a smidgen. For years, the AI has been running many things in the government, in Hollywood. I talk about central casting and all these things, y'all, because the AI has been behind all of it for many, many, many years. I mean, I've come to realize this stuff. I didn't know this stuff last year. The more I proceed, the more I research, the more I figure out, the more the Lord shows me. And I feel like he shows me some of this stuff. I really do. It's not only because it's in a video or in an article that I read or whatever. It's because I ponder upon these things. You know, they talk about meditation and stuff, y'all. I do a little bit of meditation on these things. I'm like, is this true? God, please show me. You know, if you can't directly tell me with your voice or whatever. I mean, and I know he shows a lot of us. He really does, y'all. You may think you're learning this on your own when you're not. God is showing you. This is it, y'all. One more. Because the whole world is a stage. The whole world is a stage, for real. Watch here.
Okay, so I had to check this out for myself to see if it was legit. If you type in on Google photos of Donald Trump as a child, there is like 2 pictures of him. And I'm talking maybe 3. But the crazy part, and I'll show you the 2, let me see, that's one and that's the other. But I ran these photos through AI detectors. And I know before you think, you know, you may be going crazy thinking, what the Sam damn did I find out? Well, check this out. Now, this photo is from ABC News, okay? One of the, you know, most famous pictures of Trump when he was younger. Now, this is the other photo of Trump as a child. And I want to tell you, before I show you the results of this AI scam, that many people, I think, that we see in the mainstream, major celebrities, politicians and whatnot, I think there's a bit of tomfoolery going on, man. Like, we may be being deceived on a much grander scale than we may think. So I put this in on Decopy AI. You can check this out for yourself. And it came out 43% likelihood of being AI generated. But this photo was released like decades ago of Trump as a child. And I know you may be thinking, so then AI detector is probably wrong. Well, dude.
See? If this photo of Trump is put out there many decades ago, and this has been somewhat changed, did the AI do it? The AI, I believe, is being instructed in many areas, like Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, putting stuff to make it look like it's been there for years. Videos and articles and different things out here on the internet. You know how they go around and change things, y'all, and even wipe some things out. It's like they're directing the AI, you know, before we even, the knowledge of it comes out, you know, and then we go back and we look and the AI's got it all fixed. Does that make any sense?
Dude, I don't think we have the full version of AI on the surface of Earth that they do in some of these bases. I'm just going to say it. I think AI is fully as advanced as it ever will be, but we are being drip-fed artificial intelligence. Now, the other thing this reminds me of is, remember this story? 7th grader links Obama to past presidents and kings? Like, and not just Obama, but I'm talking like all US presidents have been somehow related in one way or another to kings and queens of the ancient world. So are they elected or are they selected? Are they programmed to particularly follow a certain role? Now, this was from another video I did previously of Trump's fingers glitching out in an official video that was posted on the White House YouTube channel. And it's not just the fingers glitching. Look under his hand. This is officially, you can go look at this on the White House's YouTube channel. Look at the way it all warps. And this is not, go and look at it, I promise. So how much of our whole freaking reality here today is artificial, altered, deep fake, CGI, AI? It's shocking. Of course, this could just be the camera angle and there was a bit of a lens flare or whatever, but many people are wondering. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
I appreciate everybody showing up. It's been an awesome live stream. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Have a good evening. The girls are us. Hello. The girls are us are in the house. How you doing? Thank you. The girls are us, y'all. Y'all know where I get excited, y'all. Hello, Kathy Berryman. How are you? For real, y'all. Hey, at least I openly talk about it, y'all. How you doing, Hoax? Good to see y'all. Thank you. Nice banner. Thank you. Village food season. How you doing? Laura K. Thank you, ma'am. Much love to everyone. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I really do, y'all. Y'all like family that I can talk to. And a lot of times I have one brother that I can talk to about truth, you know. A lot of people, you know how it is, that they're like, you know, I'm the onlyest one the way I am, you know. I'm kind of like the onlyest one, but not really the onlyest one. Because my brother and I, we've taught each other stuff. He won't admit it because he's like older than me. If he was listening, I don't even care because he knows I've been showing him truth about things, you know. And if he watches my channel without me even knowing it, Rebecca Lynn, this is my channel. Anybody interested? She puts out good channels out there on her post and everything, or a playlist or something like that, y'all. Good information. Watchwoman of the Dragon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Great community, y'all. Yep, that's true. The girls are us. For real. Strawberry Skies Forever. Thank you. How did I get from a sky watcher to information? I kind of got dragged into it. I learned a lot from watching these bigger channels like Richie from Boston and Logic Before Authority and Enter the Stars. I watched Decoding with Cody. I watch these bigger channels, Woodward TV. It just goes on and on and on. I watch a lot of pastoral channels, you know, about religion and everything, y'all. I mean, when you're thinking, you know, cross it referencing things in your mind, and it makes you want to seek the truth. That's how I got to where I am today here on YouTube, you know, and it's about truth, real truth. Maybe not the way you see it, maybe the way I see it or the way I don't see it, whatever. Truth is all that matters. Not every story is 100% true. I get it. But we're knocking on the door of truth. And that's what really counts, is knocking on the door of truth. Because we're seeking more answers as we keep going. And we're not going to fall into this pit and this area that they want us into and just keep us confined to their world and their reality, what they want us to believe. So if you want to support the channel, I welcome you to do so. Thank you, everyone. Please have a blessed evening. and God bless everyone. Pray for me because I need your prayers. I really do, y'all, or I wouldn't ask for it. I need prayers. I need the Lord to guide me, you know, to not put anything that's not true or whatever, y'all. I mean, because if I know, and I've caught myself at times, the devil, you know, he wants to tap on my shoulder and make me say things that aren't true. But I look up and I say, Lord, show me the way. And I try to do my best. So today's live stream is the best I could do, and I tried to put it out there. You know, let's all wake up and be united together, because it don't matter about blue and red and left and right and them small things. You know, arguments over, you know, was Jesus in Jerusalem at the time, or was he over in some other area? Something we may not even find out ever, you know. The small things put away, you know. Grow up and wake up. And I'm not talking to anybody specifically, y'all. I'm talking to all of us. Being united and count as one, you know, is where we're all going to come, and it's going to matter and be listened to. Only then. That's why they laugh on TV about these flat earthers and all, because there's so much argument within that community, you know, whether the horizon, what it might be, you know, the sun, where it's coming from, and the small things is what causes the problems and the controversy. But as long as we are united as one and can see, you know, there's a brighter future, y'all. That's what we're looking forward to. Thank you, everyone.